Let me just show you a couple quick ones and we'll go find Garret. This one down here, where is she? This one. This girl is probably one of my favorites in here. I've pulled her out a few times. Just look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? Super dwarf, white phase albino, Jampea. What's up YouTube? Jason here with Morph Mixology in
like I'm part of the family.
Hey, I'm vlogging here! in the Reach Out Reptiles cave. We were supposed to be doing a How Did We Get Here with Garret Hartle.
We have something else for you instead.
But we got eggs that have pips, so we're gonna take a look at what's going on here. It's a pretty cool clutch coming up. So
you want to go ahead and start yours, Andrew? Pull up a bucket. Cool.
We got Andrew in the house as well. We're Instagram living this on Garret.
Jason, you say you've never helped a python hatch before?
I opened up some eggs at Jay's place last year.
That
doesn't count.
So I'm gonna set you guys up back here from now.
Hey everybody, welcome to Reach Out Reptiles' first Instagram live feed. So we're actually here in the reptile room. We've got Andrew Acevedo.
Hello, how's everyone doing?
The super dwarf breeder extraordinaire responsible for this madness. The world's only 75% super dwarf phantom female, who is gorgeous. And you have two males, right? One male.
One male.
There's only one pair of them that are that high. This guy's been at it forever. And he's using Madu blood, so that's pretty cool. And then we've got Jason Bigler from Morph Mixology over here, who is actually vlogging right there as we do this. So you guys will have to jump over to Morph Mixology on YouTube and see this whole thing. But we are really happy because tonight we are loading up snakes and going to Tinley Park tomorrow. And I have a clutch for those of you guys that watch my egg disaster video on YouTube. This is what's left of the clutch from that lavender super dwarf female that was so sad that we took her eggs, and these eggs were bursting. They had thin skins. You can actually see on these some of the stuff. Are you watching on live? Watching live on live. We got like Inception going on.
We're gonna break the internet
within a
Vlog
dream.
in a vlog.
Anyway, so I am down to 11 eggs from this clutch, and it was close to a 30 egg clutch. But just a disastrous kind of thing. But hopefully it will pay off. These are from the White Diamond Snow Male, and that guy, every clutch he's ever thrown has had just really wild, clean, beautiful patterns. So we should have super dwarf lavenders and purples in here, and they'll all be 100% head snow. First purple out. I mean, it's crazy. So clean, so nice. Actually, what we should do, and I know it looks like I cut into these, but we've been literally sitting here waiting. This is one of the eggs that went bad that actually burst, and we had to clean these eggs off. You can see how horrible they look, but that baby doesn't look so horrible. Come here, girly girl. This is a white diamond baby from last year. The white diamond male bred into an anery tiger, or a tiger head anery, turned out. Oh my God. But look at this thing. I mean, look at the pattern on her. Is that crazy or what?
Dude,
you know super dwarfs. So guys, to cut, not to cut, you know, that's the question. I was actually planning on not cutting these, but because I'm literally going out of town for 5 days, we want to do it. Yeah. Reptile-y guy says beautiful. Thank you guys. Hi.
Another purple.
Senslin.
Another purple.
Another purple. Can we open that up and show the Instagram world? Are they amazing? I like to cut a big circle in them. So
I'm always.
So when they're actually hatching, when one baby hatches like this one over here, the rest of them are typically going to cut within the next 24 hours. So these are ready. This is not a matter of peeking to see something early or anything like that. What it is the reason why we're going to cut these is because I'm going to a show. I'm leaving for 5 days. And I want to be there. Normally I would go ahead and just let them all kind of hatch normally, and then if anything didn't cut, I would open it up at the very end, because you can actually save a baby sometimes. I've seen them get tangled up in their umbilical cord or something like that, where you have a otherwise perfectly healthy snake, and then it just has a problem.
I always hatching the tiniest holes.
So
because I'm always afraid of just.
Well, if you're cutting early, you gotta watch. But when you're cutting late like this, and they're ready to hatch, I mean, they cut their own eggs when they're hatching. Look at that little cutie peeking out and popping back in.
This one might be a lab. It still's got another day or two. I think this one will. Some of these are probably sooner due than others.
Go ahead.
I think with the let's go. Keep going.
So with purple and lavender albinos, one thing that a lot of people don't realize is they actually come out really pale and they darken up. Well, really not till after their first shed.
Maybe even second sometimes.
Yeah, Andrew's saying sometimes it takes all the way till the second shed. So a lot of times people will be like, oh, it's a this, it's a that, and then they have to go back and change their minds later. They usually say, oh, it's a lavender. Or,
Hector wants to know, are those doors?
you haven't seen, that's a lav. Look at this one right here. Yeah, she's cruising. And then sometimes what we'll do is pull out until we can find, this is gonna be the head right here.
What are you thinking, purple or
That's no, that's a lav right there. It might be a purple. No, it looks like a lav. See the eyes? So what we do is we kind of get their heads out just so they can breathe air, take that breath, and then we'll let her go ahead back in there.
These guys that one I think is a lav too.
So yeah, open up a nice big hole and see what's going on, especially because this clutch had those early issues. Boy, those two babies look fantastic, don't they?
It looks like two purples, two lavs.
So far, huh?
Yeah.
There we go.
I think.
Yeah, you can see the amniotic fluid in this one. There we go, that's a purple. Is very green. So this one here, the egg is...
God. Wow.
The egg is...
Is it kinked?
Yeah, I think, I don't know if it's kinked or pulling. No, this one, yeah. See, you can see the green amniotic fluid in that one. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is a full-term baby. I think it's alive. Yep, it's looking around. But it looked like it may have had some kinks in there. It's pretty weak. I don't know if you guys can see that. So this one is having problems. Now this is the kind of snake that, you know, sometimes, I don't know if they make it or not, but I don't know. That fluid was turning green, so a lot of times you can try to bite me. That's a good sign. But I don't know if you guys can see the pattern of that thing. See how clean that is?
Good look. What people usually shoot for too with the purples, with the purple super.
Yeah, good looking. Okay, let me, I'm all slimy now. I'm gonna rinse. Jason, you wanna open one up?
Sure.
So that green fluid is kind of like the equivalent of bile that's inside there. And if they don't get out of that soon enough, they could actually die. Why don't you go for this big juicy one?
In the back there?
Mm-hmm. And what you're gonna wanna do is make just a tiny cut. There you go. And then try to get your finger in there, push the snake down.
Yep.
Get it in.
Jay
so that you'll cut your finger before the snake.
Cut this, yeah. Jay told me to cut the finger.
Well, don't cut your finger or the snake. That's...
Is it normal on the SD for kinks or to be weak, or is it rare?
No, it's actually super dwarves are typically extremely resilient. So they're the ones that never get sick. They're really tough. They're always healthy. They eat no matter what. But egg development is a different thing. I mean, it's...
As with any pregnancy, though.
Right. It's just like if anyone breeds anything or has had, you know, enough pregnancies or whatever, you get things. Now there's a lav. It's funny, a lot of people like the darkness of the purples, but the lavenders just look like they glow in the dark. My personal favorite is the lavender. Albino phase. What about you guys? You have a favorite? Lavender versus purple, Andrew?
Not even a question. Purple all day.
You like purple? Most people do. I like the lavs. Plus, when you breed a couple lavs together, you can get all of them. All right. Keep going.
Of course, it sucks. All the nicest baby has.
Here, let me see.
That's the name of the game.
Let's see here. Oh, right.
My hand.
Oh, got it. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Excuse me, honey. We'll get this one out and breathing. You can see she's kind of pale and everything, but that's because she's getting like a lack of oxygen towards the end there. Day 81. Super dwarves a lot of times go in the low 70s low to mid 70s.
What you cook these at, temperature-wise?
These ones incubated at about 86 degrees. So not too cold, not too hot. Kind of right in the center of the range. Look how giant those side rosettes are. That's one of the traits that I am always looking for in my holdbacks, and so by default end up selectively breeding for big giant side rosettes.
Yes, that's Andrew A, right?
That is
man.
AA Exotics, right? Or is that what you are on Instagram? There's another Lav.
Say hi.
I would say that the females on these would probably be in that 10, 11-foot range. Males are probably going to be around 8 feet. So, and again, an 8-foot retic is like this big around. So, Jason was holding some earlier. Remember that 8-foot retic you were holding? And you were saying that you have ball pythons that are a lot bigger than that?
Alright guys, well after all of the fun of getting that clutch cut and going that we filmed, we were over here just playing with snakes and found out that there's eggs down here that we weren't quite ready for yet. So let's tune in.
First time mom.
Let's tune in and watch
Super Dwarf Marble.
Is this the first of this group that we know to lay? From the original
I don't know.
Super Dwarf Marble stuff?
Probably.
How big is she, Garrett? Like 9?
Probably. She's not too big. Probably 10 feet. She was bred to 3 different males. One was a very small, very high percentage SD. She's a sweetheart too. Platinum. And then she was bred to a Jason Reed, old school classic, 62.5% SD platinum. Oh gosh. Oh, grab that. Oh man. Platy Motley Tiger. And then she was bred. Stop it. She's like strangling these things.
And this is a co-dominant trait as well.
the marble.
Marble is co-dom, so.
And what do you see in here that is marble? What's it do?
The marble.
Use your shirt on that thing.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Come here, pumpkin. Go back in there.
All this striping and all this building up is will get passed along to all those babies, and depending on who the father is, what can really enhance the look.
Could be super marbles.
That's never been done.
Or very high percentage. Well, not very high, but higher percentage. SD marble, platy, Molly, tiger. Okay. All right, we got a clutch of eggs in there. Looks pretty
No,
good.
this egg looks good, man.
I know, but I just
Maybe who knows.
popped it off at the end of the tail.
Look at those guys.
I get a pen. See that black pen right there? And mark it. Just mark the stitches.
Looks like a fucking great clutch of eggs too.
Okay. Put that in the very corner. Stuff back. See if I can. I got one little infertile here. See the little.
First time mom though. Looks like she did really well.
No, this is a great looking clutch.
Well, that's the nice thing about having multiple sires. You get to.
So now, as you pull these, are you wanting to keep them together, if at all possible, or?
Well, they're so big. It's such a big spread out clutch. She didn't do a very good job balling it up that we will have to probably split it in 2 groups.
Hey guys, editing Jason here. Trying to finish up this footage that you're just watching right now. Welcome to the new office layout, by the way. We might do a tour of this later, and hopefully going to do some live streams in here, some Q&As, and actually going to have Garrett on to do a video since we never got the chance to do the how did we get here interview. So this is all set up mostly to do that and to have some fun. So as I was getting to this part of the video, I realized that we never got the rest of the footage of pulling the eggs, getting them in the egg box ready to go. We were actually, it was late at night, and we were tired by this point, but we had our hands full here, not only with helping Garrett pull this clutch of eggs, but also with this issue, which I'm sure Garrett is totally okay with me sharing. Actually, what's funny about that picture is we were talking about the video, which I'll link up here, of Garret talking about how you can chew on the tails of retics to get them to let go when they bit you, and that's the same girl. So yeah, so go check out that video, it's pretty funny. But either way, that's why this is kind of a hard cut right here, just so you guys are aware with what's going on. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Just so you're aware, by the way, that weak and kind of what looked almost kinked super dwarf in the cutting video did come out and is indeed thriving. Yeah, so even though they don't look super promising coming out of the eggs, Garret told me don't want to give up on them until the bitter end. So success story there. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and end the video, and I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks again to Garret and to Andrew for hanging out and shooting some video, and hopefully we can get back out there before too long and visit him again. Until next time, see you.